Hi, Toll.
Oh, hi, Sticky.
How are you doing this
This
fine
very fucking
day?
rainy day. It's so wet outside. I'm being driven mad. I want the sun to come back.
I wish it was right outside. It's just snow. So much fucking snow. And deer.
I don't think the deer.
Anyway, don't insult my deer. You hate my deer. Why do you
I
always
don't
talk so
hate your
negative?
deer.
You constantly say you want to cook poor Bambi. Look at
I
her face.
I would never cook Bambi. I just don't think deer is weather. A deer is just a
I
creature of the woods. It doesn't
no,
fall
they
from the
cut.
sky.
You've never seen the deer fall out of the sky, shma. Um, So we did get a new comment, which was, of course, on the newest video with the Jocasta, hey, look at her boobies picture, because of course. And they said, I'm geeking out right now.
Correct.
I don't even have the who commented it in front of me. I'm sorry. I will put your comment on screen so that you get to be involved. And me too, buddy.
That's
Me
sure what we were
too.
doing when Jocasta showed up like that. That was God. I guess it is technically one of the highlights of the changes.
I put my hands on my head and I went, what the hell is going on? Alright. So, anyway, we're back to finish up Vella's dungeon, correct?
Yes, you just picked up the skateboard.
Okay, well, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Hopefully, we don't devolve into 20 minutes of me ranting about politics. No, instead, I'm gonna rant about how anyone who thinks AI art is good is a fucking idiot.
I think there is a difference between the topic of discussion, is AI art good, and is AI art being used in an ethical manner? And the answer to both is no.
Everyone's favorite resident meat sponge on YouTube, Shadiversity, shitty, whatever. That idiot who just exists as a rage bait streamer because it turns out his understanding of swords was not actually as deep as we all thought, and he ran out of things to say, so he just turned into well that. He made a video talking about how he's a real professional artist and AI art is great, and that guy is just like a terminal loser.
Look, give me money. Please, look, I'm a clown. I've got Kyle over me.
Yeah.
Give me money.
No, it's really hard that I made this picture of Supergirl, but I trained the model to give it my wife's face. However, in all of his complaining, he failed to correctly address the fact that the lighting didn't make any sense. It didn't even seem to notice. He was just focused on like trying to do basic Photoshop work and then refeed it in the machine over and over again until it looked like more AI slop. Oh, but the hands were okay. Wow, what a high bar, buddy.
So the hands are okay, but you're still stealing someone's job. Awesome. Good job.
Well, it's not even someone's job, he's just being a dumbass. The funniest thing is he actually does know how to draw to some extent or another. He's like, I don't know how to put this. He has a specific style that reminds me a lot of specific, like, comic artists. I'm thinking about Lee Field, which doesn't mean anything to you. And it was fine. He didn't seem to draw faces good, but he clearly had some amount of, what's the word? Inspiration. And then seeing him feed his okay drawings into an AI generator and go, look, now it's shiny. Now it's realistic. It's so good. And it's like, oh, you're why video games suck. I liked your stuff before you fed it into a slot machine.
Oh, so you don't actually care about the art you produce. That makes sense. Okay.
Oh, I watched a feller who's done a lot of concept art talk about it. And he made some interesting points. In particular, it made me realize that a lot of AI art people are closer to being a commissioner than an actual artist. And that the robot is the artist in that situation. They have next to no control except for saying, excuse me, can you make the titties bigger? I think her thighs should be shiny. Oh, good job, buddy. Oh yeah, it's really hard typing ugly into the I don't want that 5 times. You really did it. See, the other reason why I wanted to bring this up is that YIIK interestingly has a particular point against AI art, because I don't think an AI could ever make YIIK. Not YIIK 1.0, not YIIK Beta, not current YIIK. It couldn't even get fucking close. You could feed AI a bunch of visual imageries from this game and it could feed you some slop. But this is intended design. Despite all of the failures of 1.0, you can tell that there was intent, there was expression. They were trying something and then they fucked it up. In comparison, the AI just fucks up because it's just a congealing amalgam massive slop.
Because it can't define anything between good and bad or intended or unintended, because it's all just input-output.
And not to get political, but really it's just the removal of art from human hands, because a lot of right-wingers don't have any access to a good artist. So what are they gonna do? Not like if Ben Shapiro's like, excuse me, can you draw my OC? Most artists are not gonna say yes to that.
Or they simply do not value art enough to be willing to pay for it unless no one will work with them.
I mean, Diversity repeatedly says at length that he does not like drawing art, so why you even here, buddy? You just want the dopamine hit of pretending that you did it? You just want to play with your little slot machine? That's fine, but don't pretend it's anything more than a slot machine being fed on human souls. Well, I mean, also you shouldn't be doing that, because what the fuck? But, or whatever. AI art's gonna be kind of interesting, but ultimately just help everyone else point and go, oh, that has no soul! Thanks, Coca-Cola, you fucking idiots! Of course, there's obviously a section of the population, mostly older, who couldn't tell AI art even if you put a gun to their head.
Oh, it's Bathtub Bella. Me well.
Nah. Why are the bubbles green? Oh wait, it's because it's definitely the bubble asset from the...
From the sewer?
Yeah, but why didn't they just like throw that... Why did you just throw that shit in a fucking video photo editor and just like color tint it? It takes like 5 seconds. I can do that. Alan Sims, contact me. I will do that for you. I will make the bubbles blue.
You just have to hand YIIK off to you and go back to whatever the hell they want to make next, and then you can make YIIK good.
It's obviously perverted and a bad joke, but it would be funny if that villa was on stage naked.
Just the green bubbles.
Yeah, just the green bubbles.
So are we only missing one Vela now?
Whee! I do like the skateboard. It's slightly rendered useless by the fact that skateboard not as good as just running, because I can control running, but whatever.
Oh, 2 of them now.
Oh yeah, we're missing, we're missing one, and then our Vela will get on stage.
Oh, okay.
I'm momentarily confused and thinking it has to be that one, right? What do I do? How do I make her? Maybe Alex can sing? Come on, Alex. No.
No, it would be Michael getting up on stage because he's our superstar.
Oh, that's true. If there's one thing I can... Oh yeah, hey, I broke the game again.
Oh no, what in the world is this?
I have no idea. I panic. I see that there's like a press X prompt, and I'm like, oh, please get me out of here. Maybe if I press it at the right time. You can't tell, but the circle, the light source, is being dragged back to the center of the room no matter what I do. I have no idea. Now, the problem is that I wasn't even close to realizing how to activate this 3-button puzzle. Do you want to guess how you activate all? Because you have to press all 3 buttons at the same time.
Okay, so you have Panda, you have you, and you have a ladder.
Yeah. Any guesses?
My guess is you have to balance the ladder on one of the buttons.
See, I tried that last episode and it didn't work. Let me give you another hint. As far as I can tell, the ladder doesn't even matter in this puzzle because you can just ignore the ladder.
And look at you,
Like,
the triangle
you don't
ladder
need-
again.
You can just jump off of the ledge that the ladder gets you up to. In order to solve the puzzle, you end up on that ledge. So the ladder serves no purpose. At least as far as I can tell.
And that door only opened to reveal the ladder, correct?
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else in there. It's just a black wall.
What are you supposed to do? Can Dolly hit one of the buttons?
Uh-huh.
Oh my
You already
God.
got it. Yeah, see, I didn't occur to me that the cat would qualify because the cat is floating. And
Yeah, the
since
cat is floating. It hits things. It doesn't land on them.
But no, you're supposed to put Alex, Panda, and then hit a button with Dolly, which didn't occur to me, so we got a few minutes of me fiddling around, desperately trying to figure out what the fuck am I supposed to do before I eventually give up and look it up.
Look at you trying to go through the door. Oh, just like I do.
Well, I'm trying everything that would work, in theory. I'm trying to use my gamer skills, my understanding of game design, and thinking, what the fuck, what? Because there's been no previous point in this game in which we have used Dolly to press a button. We've used Dolly to press levers. So, it's not like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it happened at some point. At no point was I taught Dolly presses buttons.
We were told Dolly hits things, and those things are usually vertically inclined, not you have to hit a button on the ground. Like, if this was a button on a wall, that would make sense, but buttons on the ground have been purely Panda's purview.
Yeah, and more importantly, it doesn't appear like if Dolly does not visually contact the button. So why would I think that would work? And so I'm like, okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding something.
Maybe I have to go get a crate from another place.
Okay, maybe I need Bella's dad and I have to put him on the button. The worst part about this is I'm imagining the whole party is standing there watching Alex YIIK doing this and be like, do you want us to just stand on the button, Alex? And he's like, no, I can do this. Why do I immediately check? Oh, right, I was just making sure I have enough food, because now I'm very
Afraid.
paranoid about food loss.
That Alex can start stuffing bills in his mouth again.
I wonder if that door has any relevance to New Game Plus.
God, I can't believe we're gonna have to go through this whole game again in New Game Plus.
I assume, well, I'm probably going to, like, cut the footage together, so we don't have to watch. I don't know how much of New Game Plus even exists. Is it the whole game, or is it just, like, a little bit of stuff? Because if it's just, like, at the end of the game, Alex YIIK 2 is like, I am the true YIIK, then probably not. I think there's some kind of secret final boss or something.
What if it's like near?
Oh, if there's 5 fucking routes. And the first time through is normal, the second time through is kind of normal, then the third time through is just a completely different game.
That would be horrifying.
It would be inspirational, though. Maybe I could pick up this child and put it on the button? No.
Picking up a baby and putting it on a button does seem unethical, but it would work. The only issue is you can't control the baby from crawling off.
Well, the baby doesn't do it. Maybe if I blow this Bella up, it'll solve the problem.
It helps you think, blowing up a Bella. Unless you aren't blowing the baby up.
Bella, please, I'll give you all the sloppy toppy you want, please. I'll even shave the beard, just let me in. Or let me move on, rather.
And please come help me press this button.
Just someone stand on the button. I'm like, maybe I fucked the ladder thing up. Maybe there's something else here. See, the worst part is that logic would imply that this ladder thing should work, because it's obviously a physics object. So that watching it just clip into the button is so deeply disappointing.
It's a
They could've-
betrayal of button
could've
logic.
They could have just made it so that the ladder registers and then I try to use the ladder to launch me because I'm like, maybe that'll work.
On top of the ramp that already launches you.
I think this is, yeah, I'm pulling my phone out right now and angrily Googling YIIK Vela Dungeon button puzzle. And then, if I recall correctly, I just get a bunch of random nonsense posts and then one single subreddit post that explains the solution, which causes me to out loud yell, "Oh, motherfucker." Which
You're
caused
yeeking out
Casper.
again.
Yeah, Casper was like, uh-oh, they're yeeking out again. I better get out of the yeeking blast zone.
The YIIK radius. Casper, very, very fine taste, wants nothing to do with YIIK. That doesn't make
Don't say-
any sense.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't even like visual. Look at me just be like, oh, for fuck. It's fine. The
can't
game
believe
is
this
good
is how
after
the game
this
works.
moment. I won't have to rant about some obscure YouTuber who makes all his money scamming right-wing shitheads. Why did I do that?
What? You seem to enjoy throwing yourself into the void.
Well, I mean, if you were in control of Alex, wouldn't you want to constantly try to kill him?
I don't think I'd want to control Alex unless I could do like a funny roll so that I can force him to somersault through the game.
No, I wanted to... I knew how this puzzle worked. I don't even know why I did it wrong. Because I remembered this part. You come up there to drop the thing, which is why you need the ladder. So I was wrong previously about not needing the ladder. I'm just
And that's why
stupid.
they have these lane lines drawn into the map.
But they didn't do anything to qualify the fact that you could press the cat with the... whatever. DDR! Kissy kissy makes me happy. I can't tell if that's meant to be a younger Vela or just a sloppy Vela.
I like all of the moody musician traits that Bella has.
Well, she has a shithead bassist. Oh look, they made use of this new asset.
Ominous, threatening.
Oh, we're gonna have a bad Mochi the Rock situation, by the way. Which is these dickheads are gonna be booing over it, but I want to listen to the song.
If only the song was actually on the soundtrack and we can put it here.
It might be. I like the drummer Vela a lot. She's really putting her all into it.
Yeah, Drummer Bella's really getting into it, but everyone else is like less expressive than a Muppet. And Muppet's a pretty high bar, but still.
Yeah. So we can come find her weird rock. This is new, by the way. They...
Bella! My favorite Bella design. She's so cute.
The upside down wing. Thought you were dead, huh, buddy? Hey, look who it is.
Why won't you sign it? I've
A
come
new
all
fucked
this
up
way.
Alex. And he's a ginger? I mean, he's got like the anime red hair that I would use when I was 12, but whatever. He's also like a greasy freak in a hospital gown. So I guess that's the Alex that
Vela,
she was
do you know this
humping.
guy?
But why is it like this little greasy freak?
I mean, I thought the Alex she was humping was already in the band. This guy's a
Oh,
band.
hell yeah!
I guess
There
it's
are
a little
two of
rough
you?
in a hospital gown.
Will you sign it? Please,
We
please!
have
I'm your biggest fan.
How'd you get in here?
It's a good pose, Michael.
Oh, Rory's patting her. Oh, Rory.
What? Oh, that was
I
easy.
also made a
Someone
similar
posted
sound.
instructions online.
Yeah,
I just followed the walkthrough.
I know. The what?
I feel like I need to get past the button puzzle. Oh, excellent work.
Vela clearly doesn't want you here. Respect her wishes, or we'll have to throw
So
down.
funny, Claudio. Why is there... Whatever.
Oh, hell yeah! Let's go!
Fucking got fucked up orderly priest. Great, by the way, great boss design. Really like it.
A good track too. I don't remember what this was originally.
There wasn't anything. I'm pretty sure that was just the end of the dungeon. This guy wasn't here before. He's like the perfume king. He's a new Alex boss.
Which is very much needed. Another great addition, another great cutscene. But like they just ended the dungeon with nothing. They just got the
No, they have the scene after this. This kind of reminds me of a more jazzy version of Battle Hymn of the Soul, which is my favorite Persona track. Get him.
Come on. Shoot him.
Bang.
Shoot him. Fucking shoot Alex.
I gave Michael the thing that makes him hit Carter Rose as well as Pierce, so now he deletes cards. Very handy.
This track is jazz. I don't think it's a jazzy.
No.
You said this was a jazzed up version of the Persona.
Did I say jazz?
You did.
Well, I'm not good at words. I also like Vela's casting animation. It's fun. Bang.
Man, I do like the posing of the orderlies behind the threatening fan. It feels like a
I think-
painting group composition.
I think I might have to draw this dickhead. I feel like I could do something fun with it.
Although I do, it does have the tie like it's a robe, but I do feel like it's a hospital gown because of that monitor.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be like a mixture of the hospital gown and like a monk robe.
I think so.
Fun fact, listeners, I don't just draw smut, I actually also draw monsters. I draw other things besides these two categories, but I'm better at the monsters than the smut.
Beautiful outfit.
Feel free to commission me. I've heard your cheap prices. $10, $20 for monster. I'll draw whatever. I don't care. Well, no, I have limits. I'm not drawing naked teenagers.
A reasonable limit, a moral limit.
I also won't draw hate crimes, and unfortunately that includes billionaires. I have to keep those private.
That's special, just for me.
Get him. Bang. God damn it. 5 HP. Stella, no! Yeah, this is the exact moment that I'm slightly alarmed. Because I'm like, oh, we're not doing great. He's only got 5 HP though, I just have to hit him.
He's certainly more threatening than the Perfume King fight, which you just swept through.
Bang. We did get through. We did have our background people, but...
Okay.
So we got a sign for Michael, which was Occupy Bank Street.
You mean a sign for Rory?
Yeah, Rory, sorry. I think we should have also gotten what seems to be equivalent to, like, Alex's relic. I don't know why I'm fucking with them right now. God, I'm stupid and autistic.
RPG brain, RPG brain.
Do I even put Rory's new sign on? Please tell me I do. Yeah, there we go. Would I have 3 of them?
How did you get 3?
I don't know. Heal. Let's all have some hamburgers while the mysterious Alexes stare at us. I'll take that, dickhead. Whee! I don't know why he did that, because the LP he wanted was in his hand, and he threw it to break the gem, which caused that Vela to plummet into the abyss, and then he gets the album again anyway.
Because she was holding it, though, appeared to only be holding the sleeve, which we already have. There was no way of knowing it had the disc in it, because the guy's holding a disc.
Yeah, he's holding the disc. You assume we would take that disc, but whatever.
Vela asked us to listen to the
2
record
seconds
before we
of the
broadcast
bedroom shot, and then this
There's a
ass.
certain aura of unease surrounding her. She pretended it had to do with not knowing what would happen after
I wish they
we
would have put
broadcast
all
the
the other
record.
people sitting in this shot.
But I knew something else was wrong.
Wonder who drew that
I bet
big
you're
titty
all
pirate
wondering
lady.
why I insisted we play this here.
I think it's obvious. You want us to listen to music, and Alex's spoiled ass has the best sound system out of the 6 of us.
Sound system of 2 large speakers and a
That's
subwoofer
actually
plugged into
correct.
a turntable.
Back in my reality, I had written an album. This album. But I guess you already knew that. Anyway, just
I don't.
listen.
Is it even on the
I hope you enjoy what I
soundtrack
make.
list that you can just listen to the track? I hope so. I would like to just put the song in here somewhere.
What?
Yeah. So this was. I don't think this has changed at all. Nod. Oh, I leaned back. God.
Stupid spine. They all say ha ha ha, but I keep clicking on them. I don't think I should have played this. Oh, poor baby. There are more Velas here than there are Final Fantasy games. No, there isn't. Final Fantasy 16 had already come out by the time YIIK I.V released, so they could have probably changed that line. Also, like, if you're talking about not even main, like, even by 1999, there were so many side Final Fantasy games. And if you're counting up until, like, 2016, just adding in the tactics games and, like, Crisis Core and that one where you play as Vincent and Final Fantasy New Adventure, whatever the fuck it's called. There's so many. Do you count different releases? Like, Final Fantasy 1 has like 5 different versions, and they're all different in some way or another. Some of them have completely different mana systems. I think the song's pretty much over. I was gonna wait around to see if it would, like, finish, but... So are these, what's even, like, why are they, were these real? Is this how Alex feels talking? How did you get to be the way you are? Internet porn.
Liberal arts degree.
Liberal arts degree.
It's beautiful, Vela.
That's a nice comment, Chandra.
Yeah, really nice.
It's not a good comment, Michael.
Better than I could do.
That's not a good comment.
It's
nice. Not what I normally listen to.
It's a terrible
I can
comment,
tell it's
Claudia.
good for the
Chandra, take
genre.
her away from them.
Probably.
So they all made bad comments, and then Bella leaves.
I could tell that she wasn't happy with our replies. But none of us knew what to say. The music had shown us a
It's
side of
poetic.
Bella that we had never
It
expected to
sounds
see.
like it should be
A sort
on
of
the backing
vulnerable
track
side.
of an indie game where a woman
I
falls down a
felt
really big
compelled to
hill,
chase after her, to tell her the music was beautiful and that
or
she
like
was
into a
incredible.
big hole,
But my feet didn't move.
and then inside this occurs.
Remained as
Did
still
you know that
and
the
as
game
silent as everyone
Inside?
else.
I hope I'm saying the right
My
game.
body
Yeah,
was
Inside, the one where you
motionless.
turn into a
I
meatball.
surveyed everyone's
They
eyes,
recorded the entire
willing my brain
soundtrack
to
inside of a
bind with
human
theirs
skull.
and get what they had been
Oh
thinking.
god, that's like they put
Have
the
they all
microphone
hated
in the
it?
skull.
What had triggered
Yeah,
such a
and
lack
then
of
they.
enthusiasm?
I don't understand the full details. I know there's a video of it, but it's fucking. It certainly
go
has a
after her.
haunted
That's what I
aura.
want. Let her know it was great.
My most recent image
This is Bella's
of
album.
Isadora
Why was
the
a guy singing
Necromancer,
on it?
a companion in the current D&D game I was using,
I almost
uses
cried.
a zoomed in
hope she's okay.
picture
You gonna
of
talk to her, man?
bone, specifically fibrous bone, that is the entire background, and it's horrifying looking. It's definitely also a cursed image. Good. I like making art that has like a 20% necromancy value.
It works as a casting catalyst.
I doubt that, but it would unsettle people of an older generation. I would be burned at the stake for it. Fucking beetle!
Why are we just leaving everyone in our room?
You weren't paying attention. They said we have to go get Vela and talk to her. It's our job to appease Vela.
No, I did see that, and I also saw Alex left the party. The fact that they're all sitting in a room alone is what makes me feel, what?
Well, where the fuck else are they gonna go? They're just gonna wander out of the house and go home?
Hey man, sorry I haven't called lately.
Can't deal with this now.
Oh yeah, sorry. Anyway, she's at the playground. Go get her, Tiger.
Ugh.
Just go to the playground and be normal, Alex. It's all you have to do.
Halloween mode.
Yeah, time is supposed to be passing.
Angle stando.
Angle stando. What are you doing here?
Fake Essentia. Well, alt Essentia. Red palette.
A shiny
If you can
Essentia.
fucking color palette them, then why didn't you color palette the bubbles? You clearly have access to the tools. Just do it. And then I realized these fucking cursed goggle idiots are still here, and I get really depressed. Ruining my good vibe. I immediately go wandering off because I'm like, can I go harass people? No. Hey look, it's Stop Sign Man.
Can I do anything but the plot?
I bet I can fight Stop Sign Man, I say to myself. Wrong.
Are you gonna try and fight
Because
Stop Sign
I'm
Man?
thinking there's only gonna be one Stop Sign guy. There's not. There's 3 of them. And they're using an attack which literally... They'll do it in a second. But they have an attack in which they literally... By the way, skate away. I'm supposed to be able to run, right? And then I just stay there in place. And nothing happens. Because every time their turn's coming over, they're taking a minor action where they don't animate. But they're just lowering my speed stat. So I'm not actually progressing on the bar and I can't move. I've literally been stun locked to death.
Why is this fight here?
This is the side quest fight against the Stop Sign Man. Michael says he saw a stop sign walking around. And if I beat it, I get like a reward. So I'm like, I'm gonna fight Stop Sign Man. And then I can't get out of the fight because they keep killing my ass.
And you can't just revert to the save you made before the fight.
I could, but I was like, I'm gonna try to get out of here. And then they're like, no, you're not allowed to leave. Stop it! That's what I say to them. They're like, we're gonna release YIIK 2.0. Stop it! Just make something new. Why
Make
didn't you
something
go
that isn't
remake?
about Alex YIIK.
If you think Two Brothers, or Two Brothers? No, if you think wait, is it Two Brothers?
me. Yes, that is what the other game is called.
Yeah, that game. Remake it then. Make it not bad. Make it so it's not buggy and you can't walk through the walls. Go remake that. Clean it up. Make it look nice. Don't fucking remake this goddamn. By the way, look, there's a flee option and it costs 1.3 grand to flee.
That's really not a good get away from this fight option. Why is that?
There was a lot of complaints about YIIK, how money was pointless and you just end up with $1 billion with no way to spend it. So it appears they tried to add a bunch of ways that you could spend it. Hey, look, an alt version of the overground that's orange. They also changed the color palette of this town. And then I immediately went to see the mouse girl. Still haven't figured out who she is, by the way. I like her, though.
It's also set in, like, a daytime.
No, it isn't. It's still orange.
No, I mean in the one that had the camera shot on the mouse girl, it was all sunny in the sky.
Oh, well, I don't think I was supposed to go there. But they changed, like, the color palette of the ground and stuff. No idea how it works. I was thinking about trying to go to Windtown and just ignore Bella completely, but... So it's clearly meant to be empty and spooky in town, but then these idiots are still standing around. NPC references. I'm turning against them the more and more I have to think about them. I really wish I could disable looking at them.
I mean, have any of them actually been mechanically relevant?
No. I mean, there might be a mini quest with Gob, I don't know. Okay, thank you, robot, that you think would bother Alex, considering it's clearly, you know,
the robot he's using his dreams. But this one's blue. Maybe he only understands if they're green.
He's like a dog. If you paint a piece of food a different color, he'll just not know what color or what kind of food it is. Yeah, but don't worry, the drug addict's here to watch us have a romantic conversation. I accidentally spent all of my money on gauze bandages, by the way. Herbal remedies aren't even worth the effort. I have so many ambrosia.
I want to tell you the rest of my story.
Weird thing to say, not even hi,
how
Alex.
I came
Sorry,
to
I
be
ran
in
away.
this reality with you.
Not even like Alex.
But I want you to
supposed to
promise
say something
not to
nice
judge
here,
me.
Not just let her
I won't
blab
judge
her
you.
plot it.
I have come to understand.
Alright, I'm gonna
things.
lay down now
Things I
because
know to
she's
be
just
true.
gonna babble
Things
for
that
several minutes.
I know others wouldn't understand unless they had experienced them.
Please just
Before I
understand
can
the
begin
shape
my
of my
story, I
words
need
and
you
not
to understand the basics
shape
of
of my
how I
ass.
have come to understand the universe. The link between our bodies and physical space is strong, but it is nothing compared to the link between our minds and physical space. Our bodies exist as a visual representation of our minds.
This is why people
They
don't
are
like
nothing
Bella,
more.
by the way.
Every mind has the capability of transcending physical form. Many do, even if they don't realize it.
Okay.
The very nature of physical
What does
reality
this have to
is
do with the
very
fact that you got
unphysical.
NTR'd so hard
Humans
you
have
left
evolved
reality?
to ignore the
What does this have to do
complexities
with the
and
fact that you were
realities of the
supposedly upset that
universe
you
by
showed your friends
using
something
physical
very
form
personal
to
and
protect
creative,
them
and they
from the
didn't respond
harshness
the way
of
you wanted,
existence.
so you were upset and you left.
The very nature
That
of being
gap
is to
on
be
her
in
skirt
pain,
doesn't make any
is
sense.
to long for and
It's
to
the exact
be
same
unfulfilled.
skirt gap issue you see
To
in
cope,
Final Fantasy
we
14.
developed corporeal form.
No, that's not
The
what I'm
use of
talking
physical
about,
form
you
is
fucking
not
Bella.
unlike
And look at
leaving
the
the light
gap
off at
between
all
her
times,
legs. The
obstructing
implication
the
is that it's
undesirables
seeing
in the room.
through her, like...
Do you understand what I'm saying so
I'm not
far?
talking about the skirt. I'm talking
More
about
or
her
less.
thighs.
Please continue.
Yeah, because those
Look
guys
at-
are just throwing the
When I
inside of the
entered
shirt
your
on.
reality, I was
Yeah,
a
but
much
that's not... There should
different
be
person
meat
than
there.
I am now.
Yeah.
If anything, there
My
should be
reality
panties.
was much worse
Like,
than
I don't think
this
they
one.
thought this shot through very far.
I was a girl who was entirely lost.
I mean,
From a
I'm not
young age,
asking to see
people
Bella's
thrust
panties.
their expectations
Not
on
unless,
me.
not
They
unless
believed
I
I
have a
was
nice spaghetti
destined for
dinner with
artistic
her
greatness. I was a child prodigy in many ways.
You've got to
I
progress
had
in the
peaked
ass
by
line.
my early teens, and I was no longer able
If
to
she's
perform or
inexplicably
create at a
attracted to
level
all
that can match the
Alexes
adults
and
around
I,
me.
the player character,
I was,
am an Alex,
for all
well, I
intents
got
and
a shot.
purposes, a disappointment. Picture for a moment being a young girl who can't do wrong.
Oh, don't worry,
Everything I
Val, I'll treat you
created,
right.
everything I said impressed those around me. I was the perfect child artist, but that's all I ever was. When I became an adult, my body grew, but my artistry remained childlike.
Oh, so you're like Ben
I considered
Shapiro.
quitting piano, considered removing
By the way, that's
myself
why
from
Ben
art
Shapiro's
altogether.
like that.
But something pulled me back.
He wanted to be a
Somewhere along the course of my life,
wanted to
I
be a
had developed an artist's
screenwriter.
mentality.
He also used to
I
play
knew
the
I wasn't a
violin
good
to a
adult
pretty
artist,
decent level
but
as a
I was still
child, and
compelled
then
to create.
never grew up.
And with each new thing I tried,
in common with Ben
I
Shapiro, though I
continued
wasn't
to
good at the
disappoint
violin.
those around me. It was
No,
May
you're only good at,
22nd,
like, 3 things.
1996, when I met the man who would fix this for me. At 3:02 a.m.,
One of them
I
is
walked
cooking,
into a
and
music
2 of
club
them
in
I
the
can't
city.
say on YouTube without getting
He was
people
on
already
stage,
demonetized.
playing to a small but enthusiastic audience.
It's turning
Each
tiny
note he played on his
land
guitar seemed
critters
to
into
tell me something
patties
that I
and
had always known
doing
but
butt
had
bounces.
never really understood.
Soul
After he
can butt
finished, I
bounce
knew
like
that
a
I had to
yeah,
speak
like
with
Mario. She can do
It wasn't
butt
before
stomps.
long
It's
that
very
I
impressive.
became both romantically and
He's my
artistically
hero.
involved.
I have to
It
emulate
was
him
as
in every
if
way.
knowing him had somehow broken the seal around my mind that was
Yeah,
preventing
people
me
try
from
to.
creating
I'm just
something
stealing a
worthwhile.
German joke. I'm not
The
gonna
lack
do
of
that.
refinement
You're
to
gonna
his
do that to
playing
Jeremy?
freed me from the confines
The
of
German made a
rhythmic and
joke
artistic
about
regularity.
how you
I don't
fuck
mean to
with short
suggest
people.
that he
Well,
was
yeah,
lacking
you don't.
in
You
technical
ain't gonna be
refinement,
fucking
just
saying
that
shit when you see a
a
triple
certain
jump.
jubilation came through in
We
his
gotta run
playing
up and
that
we go,
I had
wahoo,
never experienced.
Wahoo!
Oh, Jeremy.
No,
Our
it's
relationship
wah,
was like a
wahoo. I think it's
whirlwind
wah, wah,
of
wahoo.
physical
I don't
and
know, I've played
emotional
64 in
affection.
ages.
Never had I given myself to someone so literally
Yeah,
and
yeah.
spiritually
You put a
before.
collar on and you put
Together,
catgirl
we
ears
wrote
on
a
your
distant
head. Who
voice,
hasn't been
and
fucking 20?
I knew that I still had the hopes
No, he
of
put her in the
being not
vehicle,
only a
not
good
you.
artist, but
Yeah, oh
an
god, that
interesting
would be
human
so
being.
correct.
Something terrible happened on May 22nd.
Why do you
of
have such
1997.
specific
At
days?
3:02 p.m.,
3:02.
his daughter had come home and found us together. He hadn't yet told his children
What do
about
you have
me.
OCD?
I was a much
Like that's
younger
a
woman.
trait I would
He
consider to
followed
be
her
common
out
amongst people with
into a
OCD.
coffee
Is
shop.
remembering the exact
I waited for
moment
them
of
to
things
return,
occurring.
hating myself more and more for
Most
entering
people
his
would
life
just
and
say
making it
it was in
difficult.
the afternoon or it was like around 30.
I waited there until 3:02
3:02.
a.m.
Like 12 hours
completely
later,
beside
exactly.
myself. And the strange thing is,
Yeah, he got
never
he got
returned.
horny because
never
Essentia
came
came
back
and took him
into
away
his
from
own
you because
apartment.
you're.
I stayed there for
I
a
don't
few
know, you're
days, knowing he'd
basic.
have to come back eventually. And
Essentia
he simply
puts on
never
more
did.
costumes than just the
I
bee
called
costume.
his friends, I called his manager, and they all said they hadn't seen him. Just like that, he slipped through the cracks of my reality.
He's in hell
and
somewhere.
never returned.
He's wearing one of
And
those
you never
Alex
saw him
clothes.
again?
I did. It was May 22nd, 1998.
Why 12:01? Like what? That's not
A
even
minute
like
into the first
3:02
concert
again.
I had
Do you
put
have
on
a
since his
HUD with the
disappearance.
clock on at all
I
times?
had refused to do our music live or release a distant voice until I had seen him again. Finally, legal pressure forced me to schedule a release for May 22nd, 1999, with a year-long tour to promote
Why
it.
does it? Why are you
I
giving
watched
such
in
specific
terror
days? They
from
don't
behind
fucking
my
matter.
piano as he wrapped his arm around a girl even younger than I. This girl was not his daughter, though she was probably his daughter's age.
Okay,
left the
A,
stage
you were
and
fucking old man
proceeded
Alex.
into
B,
The man
who
who
was
placed
the
his arms
scary
around
red-haired
that young
man?
woman
Is
was
that
not
not
the
who
same
you
man
were-
who placed his
No,
arms
no, that
around
wouldn't
me
be
so
it.
many times.
who
It couldn't
the
have
fuck
been.
was he?
The man I knew would not have put on such a display of affection, knowing it could hurt someone so much.
I'm sorry.
It
you
was
don't
in
mean
that
in
moment
Vela. He was an
that I
asshole.
longed to leave
Vela,
my
it's
reality
just
behind,
still Alex,
to
you
sever my
stupid.
ties to my physical form and exist in a different space.
You got NTR'd
many
so hard
days,
you left reality.
nights,
Come on,
minutes,
most people
seconds,
just like
I sat in my
drink and
bed,
get hyperfixated on
slowly
something.
drifting further into my own depression, slowly pulling my mind from my body. When the separation happened, it was almost immediate. It was so sudden that the painful moments leading up to it felt trivial. I was just my mind, and I had left my physical body behind.
The fact that
I
Rory had to
floated
watch his
until I
sisters
found a
kill
reality
himself
that seemed different from
in order
mine.
to get to that
Hoping
point, but
to
she
find a
was like,
reality that
"Oh,
contained
I
the
saw you
him I
judging
knew.
another guy."
Hoping
And that's all it
that
took,
he had
despite
fallen
the
into
fact that
this
you
reality.
know there are
and we could
endless
be together
realities and
again.
shit, so that was probably not even
Was
your
his voice the
fucking
one we heard on the
Gilf
record?
Alex.
No, it wasn't. I don't know whose voice we heard.
Also, imagine
I was so nervous sharing that.
imagine
music
getting
with you guys, I
NTR
almost didn't
so
realize it
hard
wasn't
that
me
you leave
singing.
reality and then you immediately stumble
Well,
into a new reality and
everyone
immediately
loved it.
start a relationship.
amazing.
Really?
Like at least the embers
I
of one
can never
with
tell
that
what
exact
people
same
think when I show
person
them my
but
songs.
younger.
Well, what should we do now?
Honestly, if it was me, I would not try to kiss Vela because why would you? That's weird timing. This is not the moment for romantic flirting. Of course, though, it's like a YouTube video and the memes or whatever.
Aw, oh no.
As far as I'm aware, this choice doesn't change anything.
It just depends. It changes the immediately next bit of the cutscene.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless, we're still gonna have a
I
three-way
misread
with
that
her and
situation.
Essentia. So
Yeah, no, it's cool. Let's go back inside and whatever. Just
her
not
blushy
that.
face kind of sucks.
Whatever.
Yeah, this plays strong.
Alex looks like he's actually into the fact that he's being denied, which I think is very funny. These little sprites just make me think about Terraria, and then I get the urge to go diggy-doo.
They're
But
cute.
Toll doesn't like Terraria.
It's fine. There's too much to do, and I don't enjoy most of it.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Stardew Valley.
And I don't ask you to play Stardew Valley with me.
Yes, you do, like, every day.
No. I ask you to play Final
You
Fantasy
literally-
14 with me every day.
Yeah. Oh, God. Ah, fuck. Oh, God, you shot me. Ah. Sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Where are we going to the windy field? That we were going to
So to explain my logic, I don't have any. I was just like, I have Vela. I'm not threatened by anything. Why don't I go check? Yeah, why don't I go fuck over there and just check the warehouse? Not the warehouse, the old factory.
Wait for me.
And then I forget. Oh shit. A, Vela is not kitted to be useful, and B, importantly, I have no way of just
Let's drop
knocking
the
these
bass.
idiots over, so it takes multiple hits.
We don't have Michael. Without Michael,
we don't have-
we do.
We don't have any piercing damage, and despite that piercing, I still gotta deal with all the problems. Did you see that, by the way? The skull had 1 out of 3, and then it went to 2 out of 3. Now it's at 1 out of 3 again. Sometimes the HP just breaks in bizarre ways. It has yet to be mechanically influential, but it's very strange looking. There's some kind of input error. Ready, I gotta sit up. I'm gonna keep yawning and fall asleep.
By the way, this was pointless. There's nothing here. I was really hoping if I came back here, maybe I could go back into the earlier parts of the dungeon and look around, but nope. Nope. My current working theory is that in New Game Plus, that bizarre back area will have new shit in it.
That would make sense. That would be the place to put it.
Uh-huh.
I think they should have continued putting things in this factory. It's a very strange place, and it wouldn't make sense for Alex not to show it to the people who are getting involved in the mystery, because, like, hey, this is where it happened. And so if you could uncover further things about the soul survivors leaving the reality, maybe not give Vela so much exposition weight.
Well, yeah, if I said the smart thing would be able to talk to Vela somewhere and ask her, so what is the soul space? But then they'd still need to rewrite the dialogue, because a lot of it just... All humans have the capacity to detach themselves from their body. Yeah, you've already told us that. It was already apparent. I didn't think that everyone was... Oh, by the way, I broke the camera. It appears that the longer I'm playing the game, the more it's starting to fall apart here and there, which has been entertaining. Engel Stando. Hey, you guys are back! Not.
So why do they want to play the music for everyone?
What? God damn it, it's to make the ghost go away. By the way, I want to get revenge immediately, so...
So now we're gonna go fight this off then.
Fuck you. How fucking dare you? I can't fucking believe I lost to you fucking nubs. Making me look like a fool. Michael, get him. This is in fact the equivalent of when you get beat up in high school, so you get your big friend to beat them up. Incidentally, you might be surprised that a scrangly ginger such a myself was highly bullied until I made friends with a 6-foot-tall goth who was built sort of like a football player, but like rounder, but not by that much. He was built well enough that people started leaving me alone. Drop! He also definitely threw somebody at some point. It was probably for the best. Every time I got into a fight, I just ended up getting suspended. I did punch that guy real good once, though, so I'm pretty sure I could fight a martial artist. That is genuinely how, like, 40% of men perceive themselves. Yeah, I could take him. I could handle myself in a fight. I just need to get one good hit or whatever.
Oh yeah, I could land a plane. I could beat Serena Williams in a tennis match.
Oh yeah, I love the men who think they could fight professional female fighters because I figure though. No. You don't even know how the rules of that martial arts tournament work.
Or even just like non-combat sports, because like the thing with Serena Williams is that she is the best tennis player. She is an amazing tennis player, and there's just random guys on Facebook like, yeah, I could beat her.
Okay.
By the way, we got like 1 million levels, so.
Love the little creature in the...
Oh, has the Dungeon Master finally sent me the help I requested? Oh, no. You won't do. Oh, this is such a waste of time. I don't understand
Is this supposed to be a guy we
Do you know how to science, boy?
Is he like a teacher
Have you even had a proper education? Arithmetic, history, Latin, astronomy.
I'd love this to have anything, but I do really like the fucked up
offensive
puppet
look
design.
of disease shows me that you haven't even graduated primary school. How can you look upon me knowing who I am without a proper education?
Yeah, your name's Sokolov. You're gonna turn whales into batteries.
Oh, Sokolov, Otis Hunter. Don't make me laugh,
I
Otis
am
Hunter.
Dr. I am Hunter! I'm the famous mathematician astronomer from the classical age of Indian mathematics and Indian astronomy, the Golden Era! 499 AD. I ask the Dungeon Master for help with his absurd project he's assigned.
Also, if you were Indian, you definitely wouldn't have said AD, because I don't think you would have even known
It's
who
as
God
if he doesn't want me to solve the problem. You do know the problem, don't you?
I don't actually know how much Christianity has
He sends you down here without even telling you the question. It's his job to ask the questions and our job to answer them.
I mean, I think they definitely dug the calendar, but I couldn't
find
say
out
when.
what the question
This is all very confusing.
Once you know,
is he supposed to be talking
come
as
back
the
to
puppet?
420 and I will allow
Find
you
out who
to
the
watch
question
me
is.
work.
He's my favorite
I
DC
spent
superhero.
1,238
He's
years trying to answer
I
this
do love the question. We just had a
What
question
difference will a
episode
few
of Justice
more
League
hours
Unlimited, and
make?
it was great.
What is go on.
Yes, we watched the episode of Justice League Unlimited, the second episode with the question in it, and I really like him, and the actor who voices him, Jeffrey Combs, is one of my favorite actors.
It was actually the 3rd episode he was in.
The 3rd episode?
You don't pay very much attention. And yeah, it's Jeffrey Combs. That was yet another case of a Star Trek actor being in Batman or Justice League or Superman. I don't know what that guy has on them to always get them in there, but it's really strange hearing Worf repeatedly appear. Or Odo. A lot of Odo in there. No signs of my favorite one though. Where's fucking bizarre out of place Data reference? Oh, they should have had Bizarro voiced by Data. That would have been great. I mean, the voice actor who does Bizarro in that old show is quite good. If you haven't watched Justice League animated / Batman animated / Superman animated from the, I think it was late 90s, early 2000s. Great run of cartoons. Very well done, surprisingly. They are more mature than you'd think, especially when the genocide and the fighting of Nazis and things. A lot of racism commentary, too. we're at the point in which I would argue Wonder Woman is stronger than Superman. That's pretty poggers.
Although I wish her did, as we were talking, it was because Wonder Woman is now stronger than Superman because she had the power of her armor unlocked, and I think that would have been a good excuse for a design change.
Why though? She looks great like that. You just want to put her in a sluttier outfit again.
I don't want to. I want to put her in a sluttier outfit. No, I liked the more mature and covering one that the Justice Lord version of Superwoman was wearing.
Coward.
Is it so wrong that I want to put pants on Superwoman? Excuse me, Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Also, I would also like it if Supergirl was wearing pants.
Well, I mean, there's a lot about Supergirl I'd like changed, but you leave Wonder Woman alone. Her gams are part of her power. Just like Vela.
Fair.
Alright, well, apparently we have nothing to say about YIIK, so, bye, listener.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Fun video in the comments below. It'll have nothing to do with a stupid right-winger. It'll have everything to do with,